It's no secret that here at Evo magazine we are huge fans of the SLS Black Series. It came this close to winning our Car of the Year competition on the fantastic roads in the south of France. Well, now we're going to find out how good it is on track as it goes head to head with the brilliantly terrifying 997 GT2 RS. Wish me luck. So we're going to start in the SLS, a car that just really impressed us on Car of the Year. What do we love about this thing? Well, obviously the drivetrain is monster. This 6.2 litre V8, just unbelievable. But more than that, it was the chassis, the fact you could use the power. Normally AMGs are just about oversteer, really. That's their party trick. And once you get past that, sometimes it feels there's not much more to discover. But this thing is transformed from the standard car, just so exploitable. So what's really incredible about this thing is, despite its massive size, it actually changes direction beautifully on track, and it just feels really hooked up. Unbelievable composure through the high speed stuff. It sounds ridiculous of such a huge car, but it really is a track special, this car. It works just as well out here as it did on those amazing roads on Car of the Year. Of course, there's some oversteer, but it's finding drive and traction and turning in like you would not believe. So we've got the suspension on its stiffest setting, all the traction control off, and this thing is properly stiff. It's always bouncing around. It's so laterally stiff. But it's so fast and so much fun. Obviously, with all this power, if you want to oversteer this thing, you can do it until your heart's content. But really, it likes small, precise amounts of slip, and it's got such sharp, jagged edges. Okay, well, this thing feels ready to set a lap time, so let's stop hooning around. See how it feels across a lap of Brighton Park. The engine is unreal, and into this heavy braking zone. The way it turns in, just would not credit how big it is. Traction is pretty good coming onto this straight. The engine, Jesus. Okay, so we're up to nearly 150, hard on the brakes. It just turns and stops. A little bit of oversteer, but really there to help you out. Not much understeer at all. You have to wait a little through there. A little bit of oversteer on the exit. And into the high speed stuff, where it feels flat. Just start to feel its weight through there. And the way it takes this track apart. So into the final corner, bit of oversteer. Okay, so that's a full lap, and that felt really fast.
The SLS Black doesn't disappoint on track. In fact, if anything, it exceeds expectations, clocking a fantastic 102.3.
So the Black Series has just gone quicker than a 991 GT3 and a McLaren 12C. I can barely believe that. So what hope this GT2 RS, with its last generation Michelin Cup tyres, one of these old-fashioned manual gearbox things. Well, let's not feel too sorry for it, because it has got 620 horsepower, more torque than the SLS, and it weighs a lot less, and it is unbelievably fast. If the AMG was surprisingly sharp-edged, this thing is something else again. It is just fearsomely fast, and you do not take liberties with it. It's just brutal the way it gives up grip and then gets it back again. It might not be as pure as a GT3. Bloody hell, if you like excitement, this is the kiddie, this thing. the tools that this car's got to take on the AMG, well, first and foremost, traction, just superb in this car, better than the AMG as you'd expect. The engine over the rear wheel, and the brakes are just beautiful. They're so solid, the pedal, and so progressive. This might not quite have the sense of humour as the SLS in the corners, but if you're brave, you can drive it. There's so much power. But once it's going, you sort of choose when it stops. Alright, so let's settle down, do a lap time and see if we survive. It feels so small compared to the AMG, despite the rear engine. Carries similar speed in, rides the curbs beautifully, short shift, and then the traction out of here, just mega. So fast. 150, and brakes. And I love this manual gearbox. Oh. Just have to hold on to this car, be patient, and then let the engine go. It feels edgy through the direction change. Okay, that's a pretty clean lap. Feels bloody fast from where I'm sitting. See, quick as that SLS.
It's not as fast, it's actually faster. The GT2 RS records a brain-frazzling 101.8.
So the obsolete old 997 GT2 RS with its old-fashioned manual gearbox has only gone faster than any other production car that we've tested around this circuit. So come on guys, what's next? We need a challenger to the GT2 RS.
For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Evo channel.